Hi parents, so this video will go into further detail, clarification, and explanation of the additional help and contact methods section of the distance learning expectations document that I shared with you. I will continue to make myself as readily available to students as possible in multiple different ways so they can use whichever way they feel most comfortable with, whether that's email, a Google Meets, Google Hangouts, a phone call, or a text. If you have any questions about how either of those platforms work, feel free to look at the contact methods section of the distance learning expectations document, or you can stay tuned to this video. So if a student has a question within their block with me, they can use that Google Meets link, and that would be found in Google Classroom under Meet link under the Stream tab. I will be on that Meet link to be available to students within their scheduled block. If students have a question outside of that scheduled block time, they can go ahead and schedule a private appointment to receive academic support from me. And this would just be a virtual appointment that they can schedule through Google Classroom. The link in order to do that is right here, but it'll also be made readily available to students on Google Classroom. So if they go to my Google Classroom, click this Stream tab, it'll be that very first link under Stream. Once they click it, it's going to take them to my calendar, which will look like this, and I will be available every single day from 1:30 to 3, Monday through Friday. And I know this week view is a little bit hard to tell what time each of these appointments would be. In order to see a little bit more clear what time they're scheduling additional help for, they can hover on that tab, on that additional help without clicking it, and it will tell them the exact time and date that this is for. So this particular appointment would be for Tuesday from 1:30 to 1:50. And that would be recommended if a student wants more of a private conference. If a student has a question that pops up while they're working during those open office or during 1:30 to 3 o'clock, or if they're not so worried about privacy, so it's just a little clarification on an assignment and they don't think that explanation will take 20 minutes, they can go ahead and utilize this open office hours, which will also be from 1:30 to 3. So if I am not scheduled to meet with a student from 1:30 to 3, I will have open office hours where students can go back to that Google Meet link, click on that, and I will be available to students 1:30 to 3 if I do not have any scheduled appointments. If they click on that link and I am not there on that Google Meet link, that just means that I'm working one-on-one with a student and I'm unavailable for open office hours at that time. They could go ahead and check back if they'd like to do the Google Meet. Otherwise, they can send me a text or an email or a Google Hangout message. So contact methods. My email is acollins@bhmschools.org, and that'll be on each and every post that I put on Google Classroom, so students don't have to dig in order to find my email address. Same thing with my Google Voice phone number, which they can call or text. That will be at the bottom of each and every Google Classroom post, so students don't have to dig around to find that number. Parents can also feel free to utilize this phone number. The Google Voice app is not required to be downloaded in order to use this method of communication. So if you would like to give me a phone call or a text even, you can just type this into your phone like a normal phone number and it will work for you. You do not need to download that Google Voice app. I'm the only one who needs to have the app. And don't worry, it's on my phone now. All right, the Google Hangout, this is more of just a instant message system that students can use through their school issued email address. So in their school issued email address, they'll click on a little plus sign in the lower left-hand corner, and they will type in the name of the person that they would like to chat with and then type in their chat. And it's more of like an instant message chat system. Google Meet, remember that's available in Google Classroom, or they can schedule that private appointment through my calendar. If they're unable to schedule that private appointment, if they're having technical difficulties, they can certainly send me an email or a text and let me know when they would like to have their appointment scheduled, and I will schedule that for them.